Okay, another installment of the NRECA review. We got a type outline here. This type has been turned into outlines. We learned how to put a picture in there. I'm going to select it. Now, this command I'm going to show you here is for enthusiasts who don't want to use the mouse when you're working on InDesign. So the majority of the commands in InDesign can be accessed by just using the keyboard command. And you don't necessarily have to know the exact modifier keys and the letters and all this. If you know the name of it, you can get pretty good at it. And this is called officially using QuickApply. What that means is if you're on a Mac, you hold down the Command key and hit Return. And on Windows, you'd hold a Control key and hit Enter. And this will go ahead, and I'm going to go and do that. And this brings up the QuickApply menu. Now this basically has every command, most of the commands in InDesign are here. Let's say I want drop shadow. So I'm going to go DROP, and already it says Object Menu Effects Drop Shadow. So I'm just go ahead and hit Enter or Return. And that's going to apply it. And not only that, it's going to bring up the effects panel in case I want to make some adjustments. So if you kind of know the effect, you're in good shape. Let's try again for luck. Let's say Control Enter or Command Return, and I'll type in inner shadow, and right there it's already highlighted. I hit Enter and boom, I got it. So let's come down here on type. And this is where most people use it. They use it for type styles, character styles, and paragraph styles. So I want to apply a paragraph style to all this type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click. I'm going to go Command or Control A, and I'm going to go Command Enter or Control Enter. I'm going to start typing in the character paragraph style that I want. So I'm going to start typing in body copy. And I've made a mistake here. I don't know what I'm typing. Let's look at paragraph styles. Let's look at this heads 1. Oh, it's called head 1. So let's try it again. Command Return, Command Enter, HEAD 1. There it is. Hit a return, and instantly that type is affected by that paragraph style. Let's say I highlight good old SimP here, and I want to apply the paragraph style of italic. Let me double check the naming, just because I'm not, I haven't got it memorized yet. It's italic, so I can go Command Return or Control Enter. I'll start to type in italics. Right there it is. Text and tables, and also apply there. Boom. Go ahead and do it. So this is called QuickApply. You got to know the names of the styles. You got to know a little bit about the effect. So if they're frequently used, I might put those listed on a post-it note. So when I'm working, I can glance over and, oh yeah, on this document I use this body one, this head one all the time, this drop shadow all the time. So I know when I'm working on getting better and better at using QuickApply that I know the names of those things. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select all this information. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to bring in a photo, and let's just say this one here. I'm going to come over on my links panel. I'm going to rip it off. I'm going to undock it. I'm going to close back my other panel. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And what I want to do is I want to show you how to customize this so you see the information you need to know right up here in this area, and I don't have to always come down to this area. Now this area down here, there's a little twiddle, a little triangle here that shows this. And it's talking to me about the effective PPI. After this is scaled up and down, then I can look and see what the effective PPI is of this. And also I can tell if it's been scaled, and I can also tell if it's an RGB or CMYK color space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the pop-up menu here, and I'm going to come down to Panel Options. And so what I want to add, the top area here, this is called the columnar area as opposed to the link info. I'm going to come through here. I want to say color space. I want to add that. I want to add the effective PPI. I want to talk about and see scale. Then if I click OK, those little puppies are put over in the links panel. Here's the color mode. Here's the effective PPI, and here's the scale. I don't necessarily always have to come down here. I can see at a glance what those important things are to me. So this is customizing the links panel, and I would go ahead and do that. I think it's really important.